y'all? Welcome back to the next episode of Don't Do That. Epic Fridays. Go ahead and bring 16 out here and get this show started. Got a few good topics going on. Smoke of the F.
Smoke of the F.
Cheech and Chong's Sour Pebbles. House of Dank.
And we are starting out the show with Straight Hood Fellas, which is myself and Pope Don King, paper over pussy, everyday Don King. So yeah, YCG. No, this is Shake That Ass. YCGI is also on Spotify though.
Nice. Good job there, buddy.
Yeah.
Alright, so two of the topics actually kind of are similar, except one is in Oakland County here in Michigan, and the other one is in Meridian Township, East Lansing, Michigan.
Do they both deal with police?
Yes, they do. So yeah, we have one in Meridian Township, which is actually charged with some computer crimes, and a deputy is accused of filming family member and is to stand trial. And can you guess what the average amount yearly that we pay for a prisoner?
Oh, some ridiculous total.
One prisoner at a time.
Ridiculous.
So, alright, well, let me go ahead and get into the prisoner one. Because wouldn't you like to know where tax dollars are going?
I know I would.
Wouldn't you like to know how much money is being blown on each prisoner?
I know I would.
Now, it says from security level for 2023, reported Michigan's House Fiscal Agency budget briefing correction. For level 1, minimum security for one prisoner for a year, 38,851. Level 2, medium security, 45,026. Level 3, maximum, 54,845. Multi-level, 53,159. New prisoners spend an average of 45 days, 62,871. And boot camps, basically, like for the minors, for the kids and whatnot that haven't done anything like high level, 77,391. Now they're saying that the average per capita cost is approximately 49,191. Now, last I knew, like, average is you added up everything and, divided it by the amount of components that you have, right?
Yeah.
Well, they're definitely short, at least, if you correct me if I'm wrong, and they're at least a good 10-15 grand of what I'm coming up with what an average looks like. So, for us to spend that much money on a prisoner of our tax dollars, one, low-level scrutiny bullcrap, I'm sorry, I'm all for bringing back a chain gang. There's so much shit that could be done that these prisoners can do instead of having us pay this. No, why am I paying this? You can go ahead and earn your keep instead of being cooped up in the jail all year. No, there's just too much. Too much money being poured out into a system that's not even doing what they need to be doing. It's just a revolving door of constant money.
This is the same system that spends thousands of money to see if Thanos can snap. So.
Yeah, I know. I mean, it amazes me where all of our money goes. But seriously,
is that why they got my
grand a year average?
Is that why they got my man Elon Musk on the what is that? Some type of weird something they done made up where it's like he's in charge of the efficiency or something.
Wow.
There's some weird, weird company.
Probably gonna be expensive because his shit's already expensive and they're already crap anyways. Kids have died and I'm blown up. Yeah, it's just they're straight.
So, what is it? efficiency commission.
Oh.
Yeah, some efficiency commission or whatever.
Efficiency commission.
Yeah.
For what? What is he going to be making more efficient?
I don't know. You would have to ask our president.
Oh, wow.
I'm quite sure a whole bunch of millionaires are about to get presidential type jobs and help us run the country.
Made into an entire circus.
Let's see, it's the Department of Efficiency or something. I'm gonna have to look that up.
That's ridiculous.
I'm gonna have to look that up. But in lighter news, you know that I handle the entertainment and other social media stuff. I handle the light, she handles the heavy. But I actually watch a lot of movie reviewers, and there are, or have come to be, people that I watch that I really trust, and I trust their opinion on films. I have heard them suggest films and shows to me in the past, and they have been pretty much spot on. And so, shout out to John Campea, the John Campea Show. When John says he comes out of a movie, and this is his out of the theater reaction. When he comes out of the theater and he says that Kraven the Hunter is an absolute dumpster fire that you shouldn't even hate watch.
Wow.
Okay, so full disclosure, I already knew that Kraven was going to be a dumpster fire. I like Aaron Taylor Johnson. I liked him as Quicksilver. I liked him in the Godzilla movie. I liked him in Bullet Train. I like Aaron Taylor Johnson. He's a cool cat. If he was to get the Bond role, because I heard he's in the role, in the running for that, that would be cool too. I like Aaron Taylor Johnson.
But an actor is only as good as the script you give them.
Russell Crowe is a great actor, but he is Kraven's father in this film. And Russell Crowe has gotten to the point now where he is older and he is about that check. So he don't care whether or not it's written well, or he's out of that stage now. He's done with that. He did Gladiator. He's a star. He's an icon.
He don't care. He got
He
paid.
wants the check. He wants the check.
As long as he gets paid.
So he was there. He was there for Kraven, and I knew it was going to be a dumpster fire when they just offered the first 8 minutes of the film on YouTube, and I watched the first 8 minutes, and the first 8 minutes is an action scene.
Of course
and of course, to try and pull you in, and it's just not enough, man. The thing about it is Sony is not going to give the license to Spider-Man back. Spider-Man is the most iconic superhero probably in the history of superheroes. And right under him, and yes, DC fans, right under him is Batman. Right under him is Batman. If you look up who sells the most merchandise between Spider-Man and Batman, it is a stretch, but Spider-Man wins. Spider-Man wins. So no, Sony's not going to give the license back as long as they're profitable with Into the Spider-Verse and their partnership with the MCU. They're going to keep that.
Yeah,
they're not going to give back the license
legally,
at all.
They wouldn't have to legally anyways. They've been making money off of Spider-Man since Marvel has sold them off.
Yeah, Marvel got in trouble back in the day, and they sold off a bunch of their stuff, and they're starting to just get some of their stuff back, like Fantastic Four and Hulk. But Universal still has their claws in Hulk, to where we can't do a solo, or where they can't do a solo Hulk movie. It's just,
Which I don't see how that works if your contract is null and void now. I don't understand how they're able to get these loopholes.
Lawyers are lawyers. Lawyers are lawyers. And so, yeah, Kraven the Hunter is trash. I warned you about Joker if you got to me in time. I warned you about Joker 2, and now I'm warning you about Kraven. And the only thing I would say is stop going to see Sony stuff. When they do Spider-Man stuff, stop going to see it. But I know everyone gets curious and they want to go see it, and so they do make a little money. And
our Thor got him guy. Thor got him guy. In our comments, like he says, stop going to go see these trash ass movies.
Because you're giving them license to do more.
Yeah,
know
you
what
really
I'm saying?
are.
Give them license to do more.
You allow the people that get paid to go see these movies, like John and them. They have the premium passes or however that works because they review movies and whatnot. They're critics.
Roasted this movie.
So as soon as you know, make sure you're looking at these ones that have been on there for quite some time though too. So, but all right. So the Meridian Township police officer charged with computer crimes. So, yeah, it's awesome. Let me see. You hit the spotlight.
We always catching the police doing something they ain't got no business doing.
And they wonder why they're not trusted. Part of the reason why they're not trusted.
I swear.
All right. Here. So, Meridian Township Police probationary officer Alexander Statura was charged with using computers to commit a crime and child sexually abusive material, according to online court records. Meridian Township Police ended his employment December 10th, the same day he was charged, according to the department. Now, Statura was charged in Mason. Meridian Township Police Chief Rick Grillo issued a statement which said in part, on October 29, 2024, the Michigan State Police notified our department that it was conducting a criminal investigation involving probationary officer Alexander Statura. Following our standard protocol, he was immediately placed on paid administration leave. His access to township-owned materials, facilities, and equipment was removed pending the investigation. That's where I have a problem. Allegations of stuff like this should not be on paid leave. Now, if he was by all means...
Oh, paid leave.
Now, if he was by all means found not guilty, all that other good jazz, whatever the case may be, then by all means, all right, you due process. But no, absolutely not.
What was he found doing again?
Computers, child pornography.
But we're gonna pay you to go sit at home.
And he was somebody's probationary officer.
You wanna go? You know what?
Somebody's probation officer.
You know what? You've been watching child porn, so what we're gonna do is put you on paid leave. You go do that stuff at your house.
Right.
You go sit at home and do some more child porn on your off time
on your
while
own
we pay
computer.
you to do it. You do it on your own computer. And we'll pay you to do it.
Respect the criminal justice process and its presumption of innocence until proven guilty. We recognize a resolution is unlikely to be reached quickly. This strains our department staff as they fill in for the absent probationary officer who cannot reasonably fulfill his duties while the criminal justice process unfolds. For this reason, we concluded his employment on December 10th.
This is getting out
now,
of hand.
What I don't understand is again why he had paid leave.
Paid leave.
Paid leave.
Child pornography. Paid leave. Okay.
So I think that his retirement pension and all that stuff should go to the families that you help support the rape of their child.
I'm confused, man. I didn't know you get like rewarded for doing foul shit.
They were talking about the police department
and the president.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
So it's amazing though, like how and then I feel like they need to go through the people that he was looking after, his little parolees, because he was in charge of these people's lives, whether or not they got a chance to go home or go to jail, basically.
You might have been keeping people on lock just so you can take pictures of them or touch on them or whatever, man. It's a slippery slope. It's a slippery
What's your other one?
All right, so speaking of, hold on, y'all know what this means. Okay, so for people that don't know, if you may be new to this channel or new to the show, that right there when we cut the music off, that means somebody done did something. You know you done fucked up.
You know this.
Now you know you done fucked up, right? Okay. Andrew Schultz. Kendrick Lamar.
I gotta see what he looks.
So Andrew Schultz is a comedian. I'm quite sure some of you know. Some of you who don't know, I'll catch you up. He's a comedian. He has done many appearances with Charlemagne the God, who is a radio personality, highly regarded in hip hop. And
that guy.
So yeah. So what happens is on GNX, which is Kendrick Lamar's latest release, Kendrick Lamar said, "Don't let no white comedian ever talk about no black woman. That's law," or something like that. That he said. For y'all that know the song and the lyric, that's pretty much what he said. Now he didn't say Andrew Schultz. But Andrew Schultz is in the culture. Andrew Schultz had been running his mouth, and he did say something about
disrespectful.
Yeah, it was the whole thing where he went for probably about 25 minutes or 30 minutes was he was talking about they were talking about how it was a TikTok trend where white men marry black women, and the black women glow them up. Or, you know what I'm saying, pimp them out. They get their hair faded, they get the beard, really they get trimmed up afterwards. And all this, that, and the other. And so Andrew Schultz flipped that and, to make a joke out of it and was saying, hold on, that the reason that the white boys, get a bald head or get shaved up is because their hair is falling out because the black girl is stressing their ass out. And the reason that they get the trim beard or they grow the beard is because it's cushion for the black girl smacking them up and abusing them, because that's how black girls get down. Because, they rah-rah and this, that, and that. Okay, so some jokes hit a little different, and I think he said that, and it kind of like was, okay, whatever on this guy, he's a comedian. But then, or it might have been deeper for other people on that. But then, Kendrick said what he said, and he was in another interview, and he said, well, I wouldn't never, Kendrick's people, those people out there on the West Coast, they would do this to me or they would do that to me. They would kill me, man, But just Kendrick Lamar by himself, just Kendrick, I would make love to him. It's just physics, and there's nothing he'd be able to do about it but decide whether or not it was consensual. Now, I'm almost verbatim. Almost verbatim what he said, bro. I'm almost really, verbatim what he said. Now that to me took the comedy. When you do comedy, and you talk about rape. That's not funny.
That's not something to joke about. Whether or not you're talking about raping a man or raping a woman.
And then the context, bro. Like you already, you already trying to be seen. You know what I'm saying? You trying to stand out. And you're a comedian, and I get it. So the first thing when you're talking about the girls, okay, ha ha ha, yeah, because some girls, some black girls are rah rah, and ha ha ha, okay, yeah, that is some black, but just like all women, all
we're
races,
assholes.
You know what I'm saying? So it kind of works, it kind of don't.
We've been hurt.
That part, I'm like whatever on that. That's jokes. But when you go off into the next thing and you say you would make love to Kendrick Lamar, he wouldn't be able to do nothing but decide whether or not it was consensual. It's just physics. You're bigger than him, and bro, you took it to a whole other level. Right. So, investigate this and hit me up.
But I bet if Kendrick Lamar said, "Hey, I bet you if we can go to a little gas shower chamber together."
They just doing too much.
There'd be something wrong with that, though.
Too much, man.
At the end of the day, you don't joke about rape.
It's too much.
That's not something you joke about. It's not something you play about.
So yeah, like I said, hit me up in the comments. Hit us up in the comments. Tell us your thoughts on it. You know what I'm saying? Investigate this thing with Andrew Schultz. It's all over the internet. I know that y'all have heard some whispers about it, bro. I know you heard some whispers about it.
Alright, here's this one.
Oof.
Former Oakland County Sheriff's deputy accused of filming family member to stand trial.
Filming family member? What do you film his family member
Livingston County, Michigan. A former Oakland County Sheriff's deputy will stand trial after a Livingston County judge found there was evidence he filmed a family member in a sexual way. Joseph Pierre Portier, 47, will appear January 17th before Livingston County Trial Court Judge Matthew McGivney on 3 accounts of surveilling an unclothed person and 1 count of eavesdropping. He faces up to 5 years in prison on all 4 felony charges. Now, his case was sent to trial by County's 53rd District Court Judge Shauna Murphy after a preliminary examination December 2nd. Murphy had already ruled on the 19th. He was competent to stand trial or whatever, because, you know, you always want to use the fact that I'm crazy and all this other god, you know, whatever. Now, he was charged after a family member filed a complaint with Michigan State Police in November 2023 alleging cameras were filming without their knowledge, according to Lieutenant Renee Gonzalez, Michigan State Police spokesperson. The incident occurred in Livingston County's Osceola Township, east of Howell. So, now, what's weird is that there's only 5 years for 4 felonies. 5 years for filming your unclothed family member. We'll just throw it eavesdropping for whatever reason. But you're filming a family member unclothed. There's 4 felonies. You get 5 years, and you're a police officer.
They probably gave him a little good time or whatever for his service to the community.
His service to
his lawyers
how about him
finagled
servicing his family member with that camera? I mean, here we are. And here we are.
Here we are.
Allowing officers to get away with filming their own family members. Getting 5 years, you guys. 5 years, a police officer.
I'm starting to see a very, very, very bad trend with people in positions of authority.
Getting light sentences.
For doing
crimes that are despicable.
Yeah. All right, but
somebody's been hurt in this situation, you guys. Try to figure out who it is. Who hurt y'all? Did the chief probe you? Not sure. But alright, guys. Thanks again for showing up and showing out with us. Let us know what y'all think. Let's argue. We'll see you next time on the next episode of Don't Do That on Mad as Hell Monday. Pieces.